Death won't keep us apart.
I've never hated Snow. At first I thought he was a bit too extroverted and maybe too optimistic, but his dedication to Sarah made him more likable, and I needed to replay the whole trilogy a few times to realize he's actually a cutie pie. My all-time favorite is the first game. It has certain impact on my personal life, and my comfort game is FF13 too. I was absolutely in love with FF15, but that was a long time ago in 2020. I think I kinda like Sarah x Snow and Chaos and Lightning. Yes, I love stories of time travel, and since Sarah's become one of my favorite characters in FF13, I was really happy that they put her in the spotlight for the second game. I would change the instant KO after my leader dying in the first game, and I would add sprinting in all 3 games. I'd probably say Sarah. She's like the only character I wouldn't be scared to talk to, plus our house would be very well decorated. Okay, so my dad is a gamer and we used to play together. I mean, when I was little, he used to play and I used to watch. So he showed me one of his new games, and that game was called FF13. This was in 2015, so I was like only 9 years old around this time, but I instantly fell in love with the story and the characters, and fortunately I've understood the English language enough to know what was going on. Anyway, the game captivated me so much that me and my friends used to roleplay in primary school while we had some free time to roam around the schoolyard. I only started being active in the fandom in like 2019, when I began shipping 𝗶𝗄𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁. I like to edit pictures, videos, and post on Instagram on my old fan page. 13 is my favorite because I just love the story of the found family trope and time traveling. Yes, I've only played FF15. I usually improvise when it comes to editing GMVs. The inspiration usually comes with the flow. New ideas pop up into my mind as I'm already in the editing progress. There was a time when I edited a really detailed GMV for 4 days, but there was a time I finished editing a 30-minute long analysis in just a day. I usually struggle with finding new music. Most of the time I just go with the flow and edit with a song that matches FF13's energy, but it's still according to my liking. Yes, I'm in a lot of fandoms, so much that I can't even count. My favorite scene in the first game is when the group is returning to Cocoon and there's that cinematic cutscene in Eden. My favorite scene in 13-2 is during the battle boss of Atlas, the cinematic action part, to be exact. And in LR, my favorite is obviously the ending. There's one particular sentence that had quite an impact on my life, and it's Vanille's quote.
But even if we don't know what'll happen, we have to keep our dreams alive. Have something to look forward to, you know?
I am not motivated. They were really cool, but I never really thought about them. Nice headcanon though. Square, please give a Final Fantasy XIII remaster first. It was in 2019 on April 15. My whole childhood was about Nightcore and these old FF13 videos with low quality and Cascada songs. I really wanted to try it out myself and experience what it's like to be a creator instead of a viewer. Yes, in 2016 I had a gaming channel where I posted Minecraft videos. It was quite embarrassing. I have no idea, I'm so sorry, but I don't really know about FF16 and Type 0, I'm sorry. Now, I don't want to start lore diving, so I'll just try to keep it quick. So, trigger warning, this is just my opinion. So, at 9th place there's Yu. She's had one of the worst fates in the games, and I respect her for enduring it, but unfortunately she was forgettable for me. Next up is 𝗜hes. Don't get me wrong, 𝗜hes is all good, I love him, I just prefer other characters more. At 7th place there's Gaia's Ballad. He's a perfectly written antagonist and he has a lot of epic scenes. I also love his story with Noel and Yu, and they deserve to have a happy ending. So next up is Fang. I love Fang's history of fighting against fate, and I adore her determination towards saving Vanille. Then there's Snow. He's a very complex character. I love how the games show how even the most optimistic people can turn hopeless, wishing to be liberated through death. It kinda reminds me of myself. Now the top 5. At 5th place there's Vanille. Everyone knows she's a ray of sunshine, and I wouldn't want it any other way. To have a character like this carry this much burden and guilt, and seeing the process to overcome it is actually so cool. And then at 4th place there's Noel. I think he's criminally underrated. He carried 13-2 and his story is so impactful, even more impactful after reading the novel. He's kind of the person who deserves everything, and I feel utterly upset that he had to go through so much pain. Now, top 3, we have Sarah. I love Sarah because of her selfless nature. She faced fate with courage, and I love that she accepts her fate just because she knows what she's doing is right. She's definitely a character I look up to. At 2nd place we have Hope, and actually Hope would definitely be on the top of this list if Lightning wasn't my favorite ever since childhood. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I think that Hope is the one who is more likely the main character in Lightning Returns. I noticed that in all 3 games he's quite misunderstood, and not gonna lie, Square Enix did a great freaking job writing his lore and character, and even a better job making it like a cryptic puzzle. Hope's character has the most depth out of all the characters, and you really need to deep dive into the trilogy, especially LR and the novels, if you truly want to know who he truly is. And at 1st place, of course, we have Lightning, and the reason for this is simple. Lightning was a character I've always looked up as a kid. Everything about her was all I wanted to be in terms of character development, self-acceptance, and being independent. Now I'm my own person, but Lightning has guided me through my preteen years mostly.
I told you we needed more glitter.